back to Tiki Taka Talk, and today we have a World Cup prediction video where Matchday won. This is the final day of Matchday. I couldn't do it tomorrow because I do have to leave early in the morning for my World Cup game, but I'm going to do it today. I don't know anything about Group K or L, but that doesn't matter because I'm going to be predicting all 24 matches of Matchday 2. These could have changed from my early predictions, or I maybe have the same opinion. So, let's get into things on Matchday 2 predictions. South Africa, Czechia, the first game of the second matchday, the game that I'm going to. I think South Africa pulls away with a 2-0 victory, and they get their first World Cup points. Switzerland, Bosnia, I think Switzerland didn't show much promise, and Bosnia didn't show that they were world class. I think this ends in a 1-1 draw. Canada, Qatar, these two teams drew in their first matchup, and I just have a sneaky feeling that Canada is going to sell against Qatar and get a 2-2 draw. And finally, Mexico, South Korea, a 3-2 victory for Mexico. That's the first day. Then, Australia, USA, the game that the World Cup has been hyping like it's the World Cup final. I think it's going to end in a 1-1 draw. Both teams make it to the round of 32 with at least 4 points. Morocco, Scotland, I think Morocco will win this matchup 2-1. Brazil, Haiti, I think Brazil wins 5-2. It's not that much, but I gotta be repping Brazil. Turkey, Paraguay, I think Turkey gets a win, 2-1 victory. Sweden, Netherlands, I think the Netherlands, they showed against Japan that they can choke a league, and Sweden showed that they can win. I think this ends in a 1-1 draw. Germany, Ivory Coast, I think this ends with a 2-1 victory for Germany. Ivory Coast is definitely going to be in the fight, but I think Germany wins. Ecuador, Curacao, I don't think it's going to be 7-1, but I think it will be 2-0 for Ecuador because their attack stinks, but it's better than this Curacao defense. Japan, Tunisia, I think Japan pulls off a 3-1 victory to make it to the round of 32. Spain, Saudi Arabia, even though Saudi Arabia did good in its first match day, drawing with Uruguay, Spain absolutely sold against Cape Verde. I think that Spain wins 2-1 with a Lamine Yamal goal off the bench. Belgium versus Iran, I think Belgium wins this matchup 2-0. Iran drew with New Zealand, which isn't a good sign. Belgium drew with Egypt, but they're not in their peak stages, so this match could go anyway, but I think it's a 2-0 victory for Belgium. Uruguay, Cape Verde, I think that Uruguay ties with Cape Verde. I just don't know what's wrong with this Cape Verde team, but they are doing something right. So maybe they can draw against Uruguay. Egypt, New Zealand, Egypt I think will win 2-1. This will be a very close matchup, but Egypt barely pulls away. Argentina, Austria, I think Argentina, after their amazing performance in the first World Cup matchup, will win against Austria 2-0 because Austria wasn't that convincing against Jordan. France, Iraq, I think France wins 3-1. Easy, simple win. Norway, Senegal, this is a very big matchup. One of the biggest matchups of match day 2. But I think that Norway pulls off a 2-1 victory because Holland is an unstoppable machine and Senegal didn't look like themselves against France, even though they did kind of hold up in the first half. Jordan, Algeria, I think this ends in a 2-2 draw. Algeria got demolished by Argentina. Jordan lost to Austria. So I feel like this is a perfect tie. Portugal versus Uzbekistan. Now, these final four matches, final three matches, whatever. These final four matches, I really don't know the prediction of, but I'm just going to say it. Portugal 2-0 Uzbekistan, England 4-1 Ghana, Colombia 2-1 DR Congo, and Croatia 4-0 Panama. I'll see you next time on Tiki Taka Talk.